Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl, and my guests remotely today are from the upcoming production at Mirrorbox Theatre, Cycle Play, subtitled "A Play for Two Actors and a Wig." So we'll be diving into that here as we go. But let's start off with Cavan Hallman, who is the founder and artistic director of Mirrorbox Theatre. Cavan, over the years, even in the pandemic, you were able to keep things going with readings and online productions and keep your mission going. But now not only are you staging a production in a physical space for the first time in a while, but you're also just at the tail end of your campaign to create and remodel a permanent home for Mirrorbox. So tell me how all that's going.
That's right. Thank you for having us, Dennis. So this is an exciting time for us. It is our opportunity to return to physical production with Cycle Play at the Grandon studio at Theater Cedar Rapids. And we have successfully reached our minimum fundraising goal for our new home for new plays in Cedar Rapids Time Check neighborhood. So we are thrilled to be moving forward with that and creating a place where we can really root our contributions and root our mission activities in our city, in a specific neighborhood, and keep growing and presenting more work that speaks to our contemporary culture.
Well, congratulations on all of that, Cavan, but particularly congratulations on building a theater in the Time Check area, which is not a place that we in the Cedar Rapids area think of as a center for the arts. So not only are you doing the Mirrorbox mission, but you're also expanding arts into a different area.
Yeah, it's a really thrilling opportunity. Like I said, I think being rooted in a specific neighborhood gives us an opportunity to really think about who our patrons are and think about what we can contribute to the city overall. And I know that Time Check has a really long history and is an important part of our city. And really, our hope is that we can be an arts and culture hub in that neighborhood and be part of that neighborhood's revitalization in the same way that CSPS served for the revitalization of the Nubo district in Cedar Rapids. And I think there's great evidence out there that arts and culture can be a real catalyst for economic and just overall development in a region.
Well, let's talk specifically about Cycle Play, which is coming up in the kind of a temporary space for you, the Grandon Theater, which is the black box space at Theater Cedar Rapids. And of course, you know, Cavan, probably not too difficult for you to get access to that space because you have a marital connection to Theater Cedar Rapids. Your wife, Katie, is the executive director there, but still, that's a busy space and not easy, I'm sure, to shoehorn your thing in there. So, but let's talk about the play. I want to introduce my other two guests today. Carrie Pozdol is the director of Cycle Play. Welcome, Carrie.
It's great to be here.
And we're very excited to also have the playwright of Cycle Play, Megan Tabaque. Megan, welcome.
Hi, thanks, Dennis. I'm excited to be here.
Megan, where are you joining us from?
I am tuning in from Decatur, Atlanta, Georgia, the area near Emory University, where I'm currently a playwriting fellow, and I get to teach some courses and develop even more plays while I'm here.
Well, let's see, Megan, let's start by giving me the kind of quick synopsis, the back of the paperback summary of Cycle Play.
Sure, of course. This is every playwright's favorite question. Just to reduce the 90, 100 pages into 2 sentences, but I think I can do it. So Cycle Play, it's a two-hander. So it's about two women who become fast friends when they both encounter each other in a boutique cycling studio. Yes, like Soul Cycle, which I think has now been overtaken by Peloton, but we can get into cycle culture later. The positive affirmation culture of this sort of exercise addiction space pushes them to become their real selves and to see if they can even step beyond it. And that sort of limitless power has them engaging in dangerous activities together.
And also there, I sense also from the things I've read that their relationship does not always stay positive, even though they become fast friends at the club.
Yeah, this play is about maybe like the wild energy, the joy, but also the combustibility of female friendships, and how there's a line between like love and obsession that happens when you meet like that really close girlfriend, and things start to get blurry, and so you take more risks than you might in a with someone you're friends with at work, or something like that.
This is not only the Iowa premiere at Mirrorbox, which is kind of the main mission of the Mirrorbox Theatre productions, but this is the first, complete staging of the play. So how exciting is it to watch it come to life in in a full way?
So exciting. I can't wait. I'm gonna be in Cedar Rapids on Friday of this week, to take in the first production. Every writer, I think, is always pleased to see their characters come to life. There's so many plays that sort of just live in perpetuity in a drawer. So I feel like incredibly lucky and grateful that Cavan and the folks at Mirrorbox and Carrie have championed this piece, and I can't wait to see it.
Well, the other question that every playwright lives for in interviews like this is the genesis of the idea. And you did briefly mention cycle culture, so it sounds like you have perhaps spent some time in spin classes over the years.
Yes. I am incredibly susceptible to like fitness trends. I am one of those people that is like, oh yeah, let me go check out that Orange Theory, or like, what's this kind of sort of fast and also like really ritualistic exercise practice. So I think when I did Soul Cycle, there was also there's something really theatrical in and of itself of being in a room with like 30 other people, and they turn all the lights out, and there's like glow in the dark sort of stickers and posters, and someone screaming at you to like fulfill your dreams, and lighting candles. There's something that kind of lends itself to the experiential quality of live theater. And so it seemed like a natural thing to write about. And there's also something really special that I put myself through. I was waking up to go to these 6 a.m. classes, and I'm not an early bird. And so it was sort of a difficult, but also kind of, it's a magical time of day too, I think, where I would be willing to be influenced or make different mistakes or imagine myself to be a different person than I am. So yes, all of that, that particular exercise culture was a huge part of my research and writing this piece.
Carrie, you're the director of Cycle Play, and so the first outside of some staged reading. So sometimes a director going into a play has some models to either look at or ignore completely and want to do the absolute opposite, but you get a chance to kind of create this from scratch. So talk about the challenges and joys of staging a premiere like this.
It's really great because Megan has a lot of excellent direction already kind of laid out. So we already knew a lot of moments that we would want to create. So that's been really helpful. But then also the Grandon has, sometimes some of its own staging challenges at times. And so it's been really fun trying to figure out how we're going to take moments that perhaps could work maybe in a space that has more like where you can like drop things from the ceiling and stuff. We can't do that here. So how are we going to adjust that? It has been nice to have access to Megan too, to run things by her and say, hey, does this sound okay? I don't know. It's been really exciting just collaborating with everybody together. The actors have been very open to trying out new things, and it's just really nice to have no blueprint that we have to go off of and just kind of build it from our shared imagination. Has been nice.
What's been the biggest surprise bringing this from the page to the stage?
Just how much work the cycling was going to end up being for the actors once we get into the spinning, and how it's going to kind of really inform how they're going to deliver all their lines immediately after. Like I knew that I was in Bully, which we exercised a lot in that too, but it's a different kind of thing. When we like choreographed, I'm like, oh, this is easy, you can do this. And then myself and the assistant director did the spin that we are having them do, and we're like, okay, yeah, that was actually kind of tough.
So Megan, note for the future, encourage future productions, maybe right at the beginning, that a 2-week fitness boot camp ahead of doing the play might be a good option.
Totally, yeah.
I know that most theaters of our size certainly have the budget on hand to put the entire team through 2 weeks of boutique fitness classes prior to rehearsal. But note taken, Dennis, note taken.
The play is Cycle Play. It opens February 17th and runs through the 27th in the Grandon theater space at Theater Cedar Rapids. So coincident with their production, which is going on. So make sure you go downstairs rather than up. When you
Somebody will check your tickets for sure.
And how do people get tickets, Cavan?
Yeah, they can go to mirrorboxtheatre.com, and it's right there at the top of the page. And yep, we have 8 performances from the 17th through the 27th. So plenty of opportunities to see this exciting new play.
Well, good luck with it. I hope it goes great. I hope everybody catches their breath during the production. Megan, travel safe, and congratulations on getting to see this come to life. And Cavan and Carrie, thank you, and congrats again for another premiere.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Mirrorboxtheatre.com. Again, if you'd like more information or tickets for Cycle Play. You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.